everyone, welcome or welcome back to our YouTube channel. For those who are new here, my name is Humbleness. On this channel, we're all about being awakened to righteousness and coming out of our comfort zone. Today is the 1st of July and the second semester of the year begins.
I wake up with your grace while the moonlight's still fading away. I see your mercy coming with the day. Oh, yeah. My prayer is simple, God. Love, have your way. This song is from the heart. Love, have your way.
I am reading the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15. I will share verse 9 and verse 10. On verse 9, Paul said, I am the least and unworthy. On verse 10, it reads, but by the grace of the Lord, I am what I am. So, as we enter the second semester, these are the two words that we need to hold on to: humbleness and grace. In God, there is no pride. So at all the time, we should be humble and not to see ourselves better than anyone else. And also, we should remember that we are what we are because of the grace of the Lord. It is not because of our works. It is not because we wake up early in the morning and have these moments with God, but only because of His grace. And in that, we are the least and unworthy.
Like you, my prayer is simple, God. Love, have your way. Take my heart and take my soul. Take it all and take control. Take my life and all I am. Shape me in your mighty hand. Take my heart and take my soul. Take it all and take control. Take my life and all I am.
It's the second day of the vlog, and today is the 2nd of July, and I'm just here at home soaking in the last moments. Next week I'm going back to school, so I'm just sitting down here reflecting on how has it been my first semester of the year, and what are some of the changes that I would like to see them happening in my life. For such a long time I've been operating under mediocrity. Everything that I've done, it has only just been mediocre and not excellent. And now I'm very intentional about how I live my life. I'm very intentional on how I please God. I'm very intentional about walking in His way. I'm intentional about pleasing Him with my life. So I am just here sitting down with myself, having a meeting with myself to actually think, what is it that I need to improve? What is it that I need to let go? What is it that I need to let go so that God can be pleased with me? So I'm just sitting here alone and just reflecting on the goodness of the Lord for the past 6 months. The past 6 months for me has been the blessing when it comes to my relationship with God. My relationship with God has been a blessing. Just to share with you, I remember at the beginning of the year when the Lord said to me that, be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations and I will be exalted in the earth. So at that moment, I believe that I was in a season of stillness where I just had to be still and see God being exalted in my life. And I'm so grateful that I obeyed the word and I was just still and just being in His presence. But I do believe that now I'm in a season where I need to pursue excellence in everything that I do, and it starts with my relationship with God. So now I'm just gonna have this moment with myself and actually think and see what is it that I need to let go. I have been reading the book of 1 Corinthians, and for the past 2 days I have been on chapter 15. But this morning God said to me in verse 34, "Awake to righteousness." I went to the dictionary because I wanted to understand what does the word righteousness mean. And in an informal way, it means being very good or excellent. And I knew that God is calling me for excellence. It was not an easy task for me to do, which is to confront myself and see what led me to be mediocre. I sat down and I came up with 5 points that I would love to share them with you. The first one is wanting to be in control over situations. I was a person who wanted to be in control over situations over my life. When I was not in control of them, I will start being frustrated and start to panic. For me, being excellent meant that I would not be in control over situations, so I chose mediocrity. But now being awakened to righteousness means that giving my best, but also trusting in the Lord in things that I don't have control over them. The second one, which it was difficult for me to admit, which is seeking God for what He can offer than for who He is. For me, it was more important for what will God do for me, how will God change my situation, and not live as I used to live before when I was young. It was no longer about Him, but what He can do for me. I didn't rest in Him, so I was more worried about what He promised, but not who He is. The third one is me thinking, what will people think about me? Whatever I did, I was always afraid of what will people think. Most of the time, when you are excellent, surely you will outshine others. So I chose to be mediocre. And the fourth one is laziness. You cannot be excellent and be lazy at the same time. I will hide under the word "I'm tired." The truth is, you have to put in the work in order for you to get the results that you want. And the last one is seeking God's direction. I will pray about things and start acting, but not wait for God's direction. Just because you prayed about something doesn't mean that you should go ahead and do it. You should wait for God's approval. You should wait unto the Lord. Is this what God wants you to do? At the end of the day, if that thing is about you and is not going to glorify God, then God won't be part of it. And that's the sad truth. Even with my YouTube channel, I told myself that if this YouTube channel is going to be about me, then I will have to delete everything. I want it to be about God and how God works in my life. And I hope that today you are encouraged to come out of your comfort zone and also be awakened to righteousness. Let's start the second semester with power and trusting and resting in the Lord. He is God and He is able. Until next time, bye.